A lot of you have been asking about studies being done or have been done for retinitis pigmentosa, and we did a PubMed search to see the journals, various journals for retinitis pigmentosa, and we are going to be talking about just that today. The stem cell therapy, novel approach for vision restoration in retinitis pigmentosa. It is a journal from Medical Hypothesis Discovery Innovative Journal of Ophthalmology in 2013 says that there is a lot of evidence to say that it is working. Present the degenerative retinal disease such as RPE, dry type of age-related macular degeneration remain untreatable. Patients with these conditions suffer a progressive visual decline resulting from continuing loss of photoreceptor cells and outer nuclear layers. Both disorders are characterized by progressive dysfunction and death of light-sensing photoreceptors of retina and other supportive cells. Because of the limited regenerative capacity of the mammalian retina, retinal progenitor cells are being developed to serve as spare parts for lost photoreceptor cells. Advanced molecular biology have identified innovative approaches that for the first time provide hope for permanent visual rehabilitation. Stem cell therapy can potentially replace lost photoreceptor and retinal pigment epithelium cell and subsequently restore visual function in eyes with these devastating degenerative retinal disorders. The hypothesis states a potential target disease for stem cell therapy is retinitis pigmentosa, the RP. RP is most commonly inheritable eye condition and the most commonest, and it causes progressive loss of visual function. And this is a genetic disease, and mostly because of consanguineous marriages and late issues. So, and the lifestyle as well, first causing nyctalopia or night blindness, followed by the peripheral vision being lost, and the daytime central vision also eventually gets lost. And a lot of people come to us at a very early stage. So that's what my interest went, how we can make their lives better. And constantly at Sasi Eye Care, we have come out with low vision devices which could help them for people who have some amount of vision. For people who don't have the visual potential at all, the RP, this kind of stem cell therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, gut disorders being corrected with the lifestyle, correct kind of food is what we are approaching, and we are seeing relatively good results. And I am talking to you about the meta-analysis I have done a search on. The transplantation of progenitor stem cells can be stimulated to become replacement of the photoreceptors and supportive to the outer retinal cells, and this can restore visual function, they say. Recently, the US Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, approved phase 1-2 clinical trials for stem cell based retinal pigment epithelial transplantation. So this is a big breakthrough. Now this was a 2013 study. Now we have come to phase 3 trials, and we're seeing good results. That's what the articles say. So when is stem cell therapy indicated? What type of stem cells to use and at what dosage? How to safely implant into target tissues? How to effectively stimulate stem cells into desired development pathway? What are the side effects? what are the desired effects, what is the duration of the effect. This article will review some of the developments in this field of regenerative medicine for the treatment of degenerative retinal disease. So they have discussed in detail. This is a detailed video, mind you, dear friends. These are mainly for people who are suffering from RP, and I have done a huge search and coming with you just the juice of what the analysis in various parts of the world say. So they used two types of stem cells. Firstly, embryonic stem cell. Secondly, induced pluripotent stem cell. And both these cells we have been using as well. Both types of cells are pluripotent, meaning they are capable of replicating into any type of cell in the body. There are only, the whole human body is made of 220 types of stem cells, and they can convert into all the 220 types. This is pluripotent. And multipotent is they can change to more than one. It could be 10 cells, 20 cells or so. So the adult mesenchymal stem cell are multipotent, and pluripotent are stem cells which are derived from embryonic source. From the embryo, it cannot be done world over. It is against the law. So induced pluripotent stem cells called or iPSC, developed by Professor Yamanaka, and he's got a Nobel Prize for this technology, and that is what we are using, is the safest and best method. This iPS cells, if successfully implanted and optimized, can potentially provide an unlimited supply of stem cells for transplantation, because multiplying it in the lab is extremely important and it is relatively easy. The cell replacement is one approach for restoration of vision in RP. Sorry. Because visual loss usually occurs when outer retinal photoreceptor layer is lost, and the therapeutic timing should be at this stage of the disease. Singh et al. And his colleagues have demonstrated using murine model of severe human retinitis pigmentosa that at a stage when no host rod cell are remaining, transplanted rod precursors can re-establish an anatomically distinct and appropriately polarized outer nuclear layer. In their study, restoration of trilaminar retinal organization was restored to RD1 hosts with only 2 retinal layers before treatment. The introduced rod precursors could continually develop in the host niche to become mature rods complete with light sensitive outer segments and connections to host neurons downstream. Visual function was also restored. These conditions indicated that stem cell therapy may reinstate a light sensitive cell layer de novo and restore structurally damaged visual circuits. In this model, total photoreceptor layer reconstruction is one approach to further develop cell-based strategies for retinal repair. The embryonic stem cells have been shown to generate functional photoreceptors, restoring light response, as I told you. And these are by certain factors called SOX2 factor, PAX6, multipotent retinal stem cells from the adult retina. So to conclude, they say RP was considered a devastating and untreatable condition, but now it is not. These pioneering studies provide hopeful evidence for hypothesis that stem cell therapy is a viable means for visual rehabilitation of RP patients. Note, dear friends, What is now known is that stem cell therapy can potentially replace degenerative photoreceptors and outer retinal pigment cells. When placed in appropriate tissue niche, these stem cells not only survive but differentiate into critical retinal cells and develop a retina-like organizational structure and exhibit functional characteristics of full-fledged photoreceptors and outer retinal cells. Further studies are needed to optimize techniques and validate these findings before the human trials. So there is strong evidence that it is working. So if you are person suffering from retinitis pigmentosa and interested in a clinical trial, please do contact us to know more details. Click the like button, subscribe, and call us to the number given below at Dr. Sasi Eye Care, Salem. Thank you.